quality leads. The task can be challenging, requiring time and efforts to evaluate potential customers. However, having a clear understanding of your target customer allows you to discern what constitutes a quality lead for your business. Digify Africa, a youth-led company, has an initiative that offers free workshops aimed at elevating businesses to new heights. The sessions, part of a comprehensive program with 9 modules, guide entrepreneurs through developing a robust digital presence. Celestine Ukpere is the Digify Africa project manager and joins us live in studio. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Well, Celestine, I want us to start with the basics. How do small businesses come up with a comprehensive digital marketing strategy for their businesses or even brands?
Okay, what we always tell small businesses is just to look at the product that they're selling and then identify their target audience and then make campaigns or align their campaigns towards their target audience. So one of the things that we train our participants or our students on is to enable the small medium businesses to be able to typically identify who is their target audience and how are they going to identify that target audience so that they can have repeat customers.
So I believe there have been some changes because of changing times. Things like the pandemic came and it's still affecting us. Talking about the COVID pandemic.
Yes.
So how do businesses, from where you sit as an expert, how do businesses adapt to such changes, coming up with proper marketing structures and digital marketing strategies to evolve with the changing times?
What we have advised small businesses is to start focusing on their communities, build their communities very well, so that if they already have a target audience, to make sure that they grow their communities in a sense that to enable them to have repeat customers and enable those communities to be able to organically refer other new clients to their customer, because one of the few things that we've realized over the pandemic is the word of mouth. When you hear your brother or somebody who's close to you has used a product, you are most likely you will most likely try that product, and you will most likely be able to say, I am buying this product because this person has vouched for it. And that also comes from the aspect of influencers coming in. And when influencers, especially micro-influencers, vouching for a product or saying that they're using a product, we trust them. So we have encouraged small businesses to digitize their business strategies very well so that they can get new sales, new leads, and also tap into the global market. Because as you know, after the pandemic, the world became a global village in terms of the reach and in terms of accessibility because of the people being online most of the time.
And Celestine, different platforms offer different dynamics. A person who frequents TikTok will not necessarily purchase or follow a lead generated by influencers on Twitter or even Facebook or Instagram. So how do you navigate that as a digital marketing expert? How do you get to know who wants what and generate leads from marketing?
So what we look at is the product, especially that the small medium business is marketing, and then look at who is their target audience, and that comes with the data that probably their social pages are exhibiting. There are products that that professionally driven products that only professional platforms like LinkedIn. You have to target professional platforms, especially when it comes to upskilling courses or career targeted courses. We always look at professionals and how are we going to enable them to upskill. But when it comes to the young generation, we look at where they're hanging out. Are they hanging out in TikTok? Are they hanging out in Facebook? Or are they hanging out at Instagram? We have realized that most of the Gen Zs and the millennials, they're hanging out more in Instagram and on TikTok. But not on Facebook as we know it. We know that
who's on Facebook?
Most grandmas, like my children always tell me that nobody looks at Facebook. Stories are the ones that sells, the short videos. No, if you're creating a video that is more than 2 or 3 minutes, I don't think you'll have a very big audience, especially in the young population. So the small stories, the short videos that are on TikTok and that are on Instagram, they sell more. Yeah.
Now, with the advent of social media marketing and the big penetration of internet, for instance, in Kenya, has led to a lot of consumers shunning, brick and mortar shops.
Yes.
And now they're going to, online shopping.
Yes.
But that also has presented another challenge, and I'm talking about fraud.
Yes.
So what has your challenge, what has your experience been like when it comes to fraud?
When it comes to fraud, what we always teach probably our practitioners is to be able, especially when they're opening accounts or when they're advising a small medium businesses to open an account, online security is very important. And that means when you open an account, make sure you have a two-factor authentication. It takes longer. It can take you like 10 minutes longer to open your account, but make sure that you have proofed yourself back to back from the beginning, not only when an incident happens, because you can lose your account that way. And then the second option that we say is that when you have a product, make sure you watermark it. You think that watermarking could make your images ghastly, but it enables people to be able to identify a fraudulent picture, because even when you look at products, you see somebody who's created one product, or let's say it's food, a restaurant, their pictures or their images have already been taken by people who are online to portray that they are the ones who actually cooked that food, but that is not the case. So we always advise small, medium businesses to look at watermarking their pictures. It will take a little bit extra, but it prevents that online fraud, yeah? And then it makes also the consumer to be able to trust you because you've watermarked your pictures. And then the second thing is that two-factor authentication. It's very important, and consistency in production of content. It enables someone to understand that you're investing money to produce that content, and that means that you have invested something.
All right.
Yeah.
I want us to stick to that, but we're going to take a very short break because I know it can get murkier, and we'll be talking about that in a few. Time now for a very short break. I'm talking to Celestine Ukpere, a digital marketing expert. We're talking about everything digital marketing. Keep it here.